You are the spell. What's up, y'all? HoneySiren. In this video, we're going to be talking about how you, as a person, your essence, is the spell. A lot of the times, we think that it's something outside of ourselves. But, as always, it starts within. There's always a focus on the external, on the visuals, on the fashion, makeup, or whatnot, but a person can dress up and still not feel confident. And other people will be able to pick up on this. But when you're rooted within, when you know who you are, then you would just exude that energy, whether you have on makeup. No matter how you look, no matter where you are, that energy is going to exude from you. So when I speak about attraction, seduction, or being a spell, I always prioritize the power of your mindset, because that's what's most powerful, is knowing who you are within. When you know you're that girl within, no one can touch you or bring you down. When you've mastered your mindset, you can literally manifest with just your thoughts, with just a look or a gesture, because your energy is speaking. It's very powerful and it's very intentional. So a strong mindset is the foundation, and everything else is just the icing on the cake. So I really love this topic because it reminds us that we are in control of our reality and that we create our lives however we desire it to be. It puts our power back into our own hands. So we are the divine creators, and it all begins and ends with your mind, with your intention, with your energy. So yes, the spell. Being the spell is to know the power of your word, your thoughts, and your essence. The spell enchants, influences, directs, attracts, and fulfills. And in order to be the spell, or to be spell binding, you must shape your mind, your thoughts, your words, and your actions to align with your divine purpose, vision, or desire. So the way that you carry yourself, even the way that you breathe, sends out a message. When you breathe slowly, you have this energy of calmness. When you're breathing harshly or quickly, you're going to embody the energy of anxiety, and people will be able to pick up on this. These small things create your reality, whether you realize it or not. Spells carry your individual intention, will, and energy. And people who are so-called witches or wizards know the power of their words. And they understand, for instance, some people don't use good morning anymore because it's glorifying mourning. They use phrases like grand rising because it's more positive. And they know that will shape, the words shape your reality. And they don't want to start their days off with negativity. So incantations are powerful promises filled with conscious energy. And your speech creates your reality because your voice is a vibration. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. When you speak with intention, you shape and create your world. It becomes matter that takes form and transforms into a conscious manifestation. So once you send that energy out through speech, action, or thought, the universe and the ethereal energies line up to match your request or your command. So a spell is a series of words, actions that have magical powers over your reality. So to invoke a spell, you have to have these things. Intention, which is a clear and focused desire or vision. Words that are spoken or sung in a specific order or rhythm. Action, whether in ritual, gestures, or symbols. And this one is optional, but tools such as candles, charms, herbs, stones, crystals, or books. So yes, these are the things that you need to invoke a spell. But regardless of everything, what is most important is your intention. Your intention is everything. A spell is anything that carries your energy out into the universe. Words carry your energy. Written things carry your energy. Your body movements carry your energy. All these can become magical spells. So in our very essence, we are spells. We are attracting and manifesting everything just from existing, just from thinking. So anything done with intention is going to bring something back to you. So be very intentional, be very mindful and aware of your thoughts. And don't speak down on yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't make empty promises, and don't talk down to yourself if you don't want that in your reality. All decisions and words and agreements that you make should align with your center. It should align with your authenticity. Because if not, you are basically cursing yourself because you're agreeing to something that is not in alignment with you. So yes, in order to be the spell, you have to know and be self-aware of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. When it comes to the siren, I feel like the siren archetype is very similar to the spell, or being sort of like a spell. A person of influence, a person that enchants, attracts, and holds this certain vision that influences others. When it comes to becoming the siren, there's a certain thing called the siren song. And like I said before, the song is a spell. It is a rhythm, a sort of hypnotic state that influences everyone around them. The siren vibrates at a certain vibration within that influences everyone within her vicinity or within their vicinity. The siren is the magnet. And to be the magnet, you have to visualize yourself as the magnet. If you want to be the spell, you have to know how to become what you visualize and what you desire. So being the spell or becoming the spell is taking the form of what you visualize, your desired outcome. When it comes to the siren, the water element, our feminine energy, is dominant. Water represents fluidity, shape-shifting, imagination, and creation. The water brings forth life. When we are speaking about becoming the spell and taking the form of what you desire, this element is dominant. So yes, the siren is in tune with their authentic energy. So doing affirmations, incantations, certain rituals, and having a clear and focused vision will allow you to become the spell. It will allow you to become the person of your desired vision. And your mindset will always be the foundation to spell work and in the art of becoming.